1 2 What's the podcast? 1 2 1 2 What's the podcast? Episode 111. 111. Episode 111. What's the podcast? We are back. DJ Jerome Bacon III. I am here. Shout out to my man, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What up? What up?
And don't charge Abdul.
111.
Yeah.
That's the episode. What's up, dog?
Episode 111, What's the Podcast? Do remember you can listen to our previous episodes at whatsapodcast.live. And you can check us out where you're looking at us right now, youtube.com/What's the Podcast. It was an 88-degree day here in Washington, D.C.
Oh, beautiful day. The last 2 days, actually.
Yeah. And actually tomorrow's going to be 82 as well. So,
oof, I like it.
Yeah. It's a preview of the Matrix 12, as Joel Santana said it, a.k.a. what the summer's going to hit for. And it was hot as fuck.
But it wasn't humid, though. It was nice.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
I went running for the first time today with like just a T-shirt on at 4:30 in the morning. It was beautiful.
I think
nice and pleasant day.
I think summer is going to be one for the books.
We're ready. I'm ready.
I got multiple masks, so I'm ready.
I might be too old to hold it down though, but
I'm holding. No,
we're gonna hold it down.
We're gonna hold it down. All right, cool. Let's do it.
If you've noticed, if you've been paying attention to the world at large, particularly here in America, the CDC has just been sort of adjusting these mask mandates. Various states have been repealing masks and just things of that nature. And here in DC, I went for a quick walk after I finished DJing earlier tonight. Hit the streets, and there's a ton of people sitting outside, eating dinner, enjoying the warm weather, having a great time. Not a lot of masks were present in the situation.
Sipping Moscato?
Not even. They were sipping.
I feel like that's like normal.
I don't even know what Moscato is.
Outside dining and stuff.
Yeah, no, but it just seems like there was a weight lifted in many people's disposition. It's kind of like, yo, this is what I've been waiting for.
Yep.
The ability.
Well, a lot of us here in DC are vaccinated, so I'm not that surprised. But I think today and yesterday were really the days to be outside too.
Yeah.
So
people
are taking advantage of that.
I think I think they have the weight off their shoulders, and the perfect days. Came up, right? And so you're like, boom, I'm vaccinated. It's 88. I just saw an art show with a bunch of other well-to-do off
Pilgrims.
people.
Just a bunch of pilgrims. Yeah.
It was a lot. It
was a bunch of pilgrims at the art show.
It was in an alley. You know what I'm saying?
Pilgrims love the alley, too. They're like, ooh, this looks dangerous. Let's go.
It was an art show in an alley next to it that's connected to a gentrified restaurant.
So, double whammy for the pilgrims.
Triple. Art show, pilgrims,
whammy,
gentrified.
What did you play?
I got a
Wilson Phillips. You had Wilson Phillips on deck.
I got a playlist called Exit 70.
Wilson and Phillips.
Yacht Rock.
Exit. So speaking of, I just put a Yacht Rock mix out today with my man Superfly. It's fire. But
you play some Oasis.
Nah. You got to play like Sting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like Englishman.
What's my other guy? The boss. What's his name?
Bruce.
Nah.
What's Bruce's last name? Bruce. Springsteen.
I mean, he is the boss. But I don't play.
You don't play him?
Nah, you got to play like cool indie rock and stuff.
But do you ever let the joint go? I can feel it coming. What's that?
That's Phil Collins. Is that
Phil Collins? That joint goes though. You can't play that in a party with the Pilgrims.
There's more like Phil album cuts. You got to go through his catalog and find. Phil got some joints.
But that is the one though.
But I'll be honest with you, black people love Phil Collins.
Well, that song is just any color, any race is gonna go off on that joint.
Yes, but what I'm saying is black.
Jay-Z made it famous too, though. Like I only knew about that song after I heard it.
I think Phil Collins made it famous.
I'm saying for me.
I hear you.
I never heard of Phil Collins.
Speaking of Jay-Z, we'll talk about the new Jay-Z and Nas song later.
Oh yeah, we're going to dive into that.
I heard a preview of it.
I haven't heard it.
I just saw Nas's Instagram clip. You heard more than that? You heard the lyrics?
I heard this song, yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hold off on that till we get to it.
Did you play it at the party tonight?
No.
Phil Collins goes though. I fuck with Phil Collins. I just didn't know about him until in my 20s.
Listen, Phil Collins is a vibe. Sting is a vibe. You know what I'm saying? You got to just
Genesis.
It's a lot of that. Hall & Oates. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? All of this is just like sitting on your porch, colonizer, July
Yeah.
14th energy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
They got flip flops on. You know what I'm saying?
Flip flops and khaki shorts.
They're outside. The kids are inside. Something happens. Don't
And
worry
they got
about
the
it.
little funny flip flops, the brown like
They got the rainbows.
thong joints.
The
You know what I'm
rainbows.
saying?
Yeah.
The
I got
guys do. These are the men we're talking about.
I
too.
got money joints. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? That's what
rainbow.
they are. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? So that's just to let you know what's
Okay.
the podcast, the type of people that we are in
Accustomed to?
contact with. Yeah,
Yeah. Here
it's
in
funny,
Washington D.C.
I went to look at a house the
Uh-oh.
past couple days.
Oh, I saw that 2.5 mil.
2.35 million.
I love it. Let's do it.
Approximately 2 blocks from my current dwelling.
I mean, listen, the podcast is doing big numbers. I'm not surprised. Let's go.
6 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. Sits on about a third of an acre.
Indoor pool, outdoor pool, 7 Bentleys. I
Yo,
see you.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I would never do it though, because there's an alley on the backside. It's a little too.
And
open.
pilgrims love the alley.
It's a little too open for my sort of liking, but I just had to go peep the game and see what that energy was looking like. You know, it's a lot of energy, man. I was like, okay, cool. This is like Sunday afternoon. I'm just out here. You know what I mean? Pilgrims love the alley. Wow. So yeah. So just know that I'm back in the market. I'm looking.
I love it. Good.
I think, and also, and I know we've talked about this in the past. My brother just texted me, and I'm glad he said it because he reminded me. Bitcoin.
Okay.
My brother works in real estate, and he was saying that one of the big pushes in real estate now is to get people to buy houses with Bitcoin,
Oh.
which is phenomenal. This Bitcoin shit is crazy. There's
Yeah.
actually an athlete who just signed. His entire salary is $921,000.
All Bitcoin.
All Bitcoin.
A year? That's his yearly salary?
His yearly salary. That's crazy.
Every year he gets it in Bitcoin?
Every year he
Or
gets it in
just-
Bitcoin. Every
how,
year.
How does he
So when they pay him the money and then he converts it to Bitcoin.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but again, the Dallas Mavericks basketball team, they're accepting Bitcoin and Dogecoin, whatever it is,
At
buy
the games?
At the games.
Oh, wow.
At the games, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to become the next thing, man. I'm waiting for Safe Moon to fly off. Like, that's the one. I'm ready to go to the moon. I'm sitting on like 100 mil in whatever you want to call them. What's that thing called? Coins
knows?
or
in
digital moon currency
Digital
shit,
moon.
whatever.
Hey, listen.
I don't fucking know, man.
If you rock with Safe Moon, please leave a comment. Let Abdul know so that
Come
he's
on,
not
man.
he's not
Let's
out there
everybody
dolo.
put some money in it. Let's go. Let's go to the moon. That,
Oh.
that's I follow them on Reddit. The dudes be like, they be getting me hype, man. I can't even front. The dudes
Yeah.
on Reddit, like, they're like, we're taking over, like this, that. They get me hype, and it's like Pilgrims in the alley, but
Yeah.
they're on Reddit, like, yo, let's go, let's do this.
Well,
And I'm
because
like, all right.
that's what they did with the other. What was it?
All of
AMC?
them.
Yeah, all of them.
AMC, GameStop, fucking Dogecoin, or all these things. They said the amount of crypto millionaires out there right now
It's crazy.
is suddenly become a whole lot, like out of
Yeah.
nowhere. I can't
Yeah,
front. I'm ready to become one. Like, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for
I'm-
Safe Moon to fly off.
I'm gonna make my first NFT purchase next week. I'm excited about
What
that.
what are you getting?
My friend owns an art company. It's called Iconic, and so
Okay.
they've been making art for the last 5-6 years, and so they're doing their first NFT offering on May 3rd.
Did they
And
say how much
so-
it is, or you
Not
don't
yet.
know?
I'm gonna find out. It's Kellen's man, but so I'm
Okay.
gonna find out this week. So, but I'm looking forward to that.
Shout out to friend of the show, Naturel. He had his actually, I believe he already dropped an NFT digital art piece, and he's got another one coming out, and I think it has something to do with Terrell Owens, and it might have already dropped actually, but either way, it's a really good look. Gary V was talking about it on I believe on his podcast or on one of his platforms. I'm not completely sold on the NFT shit, to be honest, bro. But you know, a lot of artists that I like are also starting to explore in that space. So yeah, I mean,
I think it's dope if
Yeah.
if you have NFT shit to sell, but I'm not fucking buying any.
I think the thing is that everybody is trying to find a way to get involved in this sort of higher
Yeah.
living. Like, we can't buy a Jeff Koons piece, so let me try to buy a piece of a digital Jeff Koons piece.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, or
I'm good.
or crypto. They're trying to obviously, take something. It's an investment. All this
Yeah.
stuff is investments, right? So they're just changing the way things are invested, and it just depends on how much you're willing to risk and put into it. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
we'll see what happens.
I mean, I do like it. I fuck with it. I like that it's unorthodox. It's different from what colonizers have set as the standard. I like that it's it's not like Wall Street investing like that. It's become like something where normal people, and I'm seeing more men and women of color getting interested in investing in this sort of thing. And so I like that. I like that people like us are getting rich off of it. So I mean, it's not just left up to the Wall Street fucks and the big corporations and the one percenters who are making money. It's now becoming more inclusive of normal people. So that's definitely a good thing. I like that.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? If you're interested, if you're hip to the NFTs or the crypto in general, obviously we talk about it pretty consistently. It's dominating the news. Just keep us posted, man. Let us know what your experience is.
Yeah.
Episode 111 was a podcast.
Let's go to the moon.
We would be remiss not to discuss. Rest in peace, Shock G.
Rest in
right?
peace,
Damn.
Shock G.
Shock G was
Oh, man.
obviously one of the founding members of Digital Underground. He was a producer. He was a rapper,
Humpty Hump.
Musician.
just musician in general.
Yeah.
Obviously, he brought the Humpty Hump character to the limelight, but he also was, really, really important with Tupac's career.
Yeah.
He produced the song "Trapped," which was Pac's first single. He also produced "So Many Tears," and he also produced "I Get Around," which is
The
incredible.
one who put the satin in your
Yeah,
panties.
right?
Come on.
And Pac actually wrote his verse too, which is tight, right? So,
Pac wrote Shock G's verse?
yep, Pac wrote Shock
Oh,
G's verse. Yep,
okay.
Yep. There was a lot of very incredible stories about Shock G. I want to say like maybe last Saturday morning, and so much just really great. Every story was was positive. He was a good dude, and that was in one of the stories. He just said he heard the beat. He said that beat sat around for 6 months. He sent it to Pac. Pac said he loved it. Pac had wrote his verses. They got to the studio. He was too tired to do it. He said, "Come on, Shock." He said he wrote it in like 5 seconds and just gave it to Shock G. Did his thing. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So obviously Humpty Hump, same song. That movie, I don't know if you guys saw that movie, Nothing But Trouble. Back in the day was Dan Aykroyd.
I never saw that.
So it's Dan Aykroyd. He plays like this old dude. He plays a bunch of characters in the movie, and they just have a random performance in the middle of the movie. They do the same song. Great. Pac was in there. Like it's a terrible movie, but it was just like a '90s banger. You know what I mean? So, so rest in peace, Shock G. Obviously, shout out to the Bay. Shock G actually was from New York, born and bred in New York.
I didn't know that. I always thought he was from the Bay.
He's from New York. Then he moved to Florida. Then he moved to the Bay.
Okay.
So,
All right.
shout out to Shock G. Also, DMX, his body took a final ride through the streets of New York City.
Oh, man. That was beautiful to watch,
Super
man.
big truck, yeah.
Like Bigfoot.
The scene outside, and I'll include the footage in the post when we post this, because one of my homies sent me some footage from up there. But the scene outside the Barclays was incredible.
Yeah.
Hundreds of bike riders, they all rode through downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah. Well, I think they started in Yonkers.
I was about to say they came from Yonkers
Yeah.
to downtown Brooklyn.
Yep.
That's sick.
Basically, Yeezy actually kind of did his thing. Like Yeezy and his team produced the
closing
The
ceremonies.
theatrics of the closing ceremonies. And it was very, very. It looked pretty intense. Honestly, it was very visually stunning. Like it was dope. I can't even front. This woman I follow on Instagram. She was live streaming from the services, and it was incredible to see Swizz talk. Swizz really came out there and was just like, "Yo, like this shit. It is what it is." I mean, Swizz spoke from the heart.
Yeah.
Nas spoke from the heart. They both had on army
Fatigues. It took it back to '93.
Outfits. Yeah, that shit was like some New York nigga shit for real.
Yeah. Dope.
I love it.
And they kind of gave it up the way it needed to be given up. You know what I mean? And rest in peace, DMX.
Rest in
Obviously.
peace, DMX.
If you can find it, there's a great story right now in the New York Times called "The Plight of the Middle-Aged Rapper," and they speak about so many things that have contributed, and not like personally, but just in general, society, environmentally, in the world, that have contributed to so many middle-aged rappers passing away. Right? We lost Doom. Doom was 49. I believe DMX was 50 or 51.
Yeah.
Shock G was 57. You know what I mean? So, and I believe that I'm forgetting somebody else too. But it's a good story by the New York Times. I believe it's the New York Times. If you can find it,
they're all young, man.
It's on the New York Times right now.
yeah.
God damn, man.
But read that. We'll find the link and we'll repost it in our Instagram story when you hear this. Check our Instagram story.
Yeah, man. That whole scene was very sad and a little bit overwhelming to watch it. It was very like DMX though. You know what I'm saying? The monster truck, the bikes, the loud bikes barking through the streets.
Yeah.
And it definitely gave me like goosebumps watching it. I don't remember who posted. I think it must have been, I was on Busta Rhymes' Instagram and watching a video he had posted, and yeah, it just gave me that feeling of how much DMX meant to the world. And especially, music that we love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been on record to say he was absolutely the best performer I've ever seen play live. And yeah, man, there's only one X. So, but some of those speeches were very moving. Styles P gave a very heartfelt speech. Everybody from the Locks, actually. Jada spoke well. Yeah, so all of those, man. It was good to see the big dogs come out. People like Nas. I don't think Nas lives in New York anymore, right? I think he's probably like an LA resident now. So flying back home to come see his man off like that is kind of heartfelt. They were in Belly together. Listen,
for sure.
Sincere and Buns. If you've never seen Belly, you need to go watch it. By the way.
If you've never seen Belly, stop listening to this fucking podcast.
No, keep listening, but just go watch that shit.
Fuck out of here. If you ain't ever seen Belly, come on.
Yeah,
guys.
that movie was ahead of its time, man. Like, if you even think about it, like, even the cars in that shit, I'd never seen. I think they had, like, Lexus GS 400s in it. Like, we had never seen that shit before.
Yeah.
They had the Benz CLK, the two-door coupes. Remember, Meth had on the orange fatigues when he went inside the strip joint and got shot at. He had the full outfit on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Belly was a very, very forward-thinking movie, man.
Yeah.
Hype Williams really did his thing in it. And even the way everybody was dressed in that movie, man, it was just impeccable, very true to the times, but also very ahead of the times.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So, oh man, DMX killed that role, man. He was perfect for that role. Nobody else could have played that better.
Yeah, DMX was. I mean, the casting.
Yeah,
we knew the visual side of the movie was going to be incredible.
Yeah,
right. We knew Hype was going to bring that. Even the opening scene, Terrell Hicks, like seeing all that, he was like, oh my god, like it's just crazy. The strip club, the whole situation. You know what I mean? So,
however do you want it?
Classic.
Yo, that joint goes off too, man. Played it.
Glow in
the dark eyes, and with they had the fucking like Vans and leathers or whatever it was, like walking through, and then they lit that shit up,
silencers.
Man. God damn, yeah. That might be top 5 opening scenes in a movie for me.
For sure.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Just the music alone, like it sets
Yeah.
the tone for like, yo, you get hype without even knowing what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Like Belly, that opening scene, shit. There's
Yeah.
nothing like it, man. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Hype Williams. Shout out to Nas, of course. DMX, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Shock G. Rest in peace, Black Rob. God, man, rest in peace, Doom. It's a lot. It's a lot. I just don't even understand how this is just happening to our music idols. You know what I'm saying? It's
Well,
crazy.
I think maybe the New York Times article tries to touch on that a bit.
I gotta read that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
read that and get back to us. I didn't
Yeah.
read it. I saw it. So episode 111, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Big Phoenix Suns fan over here. We had a great road trip. We went 3-2. We lost to the Boston Celtics and we lost to the New Jersey Nets out of 5 games. Cool. Kyrie Irving plays for the the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn
Yep.
Nets.
Oh yeah, I was about to say New Jersey Nets don't sound right. Yeah, Brooklyn Nets.
So over the past week, maybe 2 weeks, his on-court actions, I think pregame, during the game, then there was actually a post-game interview in which Kyrie made mention of his faith. Kyrie
You're
seems
talking
to-
about before, like 2 weeks ago, or
Yeah.
you're talking about the recent one.
No, what I'm saying is within the last 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
They've actually
Like over the course of 2 weeks.
over the course of the last 2 weeks, they've
Okay,
actually
okay.
spotted him like
Yeah.
praying before games, during games, and after games, or like before and during games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it was actually a recent interview today's Wednesday. Maybe the interview was Sunday, maybe Saturday
Yeah,
or Sunday.
okay.
In which he actually spoke about his faith and actually
Yeah.
how he has converted
To Islam.
to Islam, correct. And just, it's a very, I'm not sure the last NBA player outside of Hakeem Olajuwon, I'm not sure if there's been a Muslim player.
There's a Turkish guy or something like that on the Portland Blazers who's Muslim. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, of course.
But I'm talking about since Hakeem.
There are. I don't
the
think
last-
they're like any big names though. And,
Yeah, okay.
I don't follow basketball
has to
as
be.
much as I should, but if there's a Muslim player, my mother knows their name. Like she about to know who Kyrie Irving is.
It's tight.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw-
She knows who Hakeem Olajuwon is. She knows who Mahmoud Abdul Rauf is. She knows probably every Muslim player in the NBA. Like that's just like, foreign parents. Like when they find one person that's part of like their faith or something like that, they're like, yo, we got to follow this person. So, yeah.
I saw the streets were just very appreciative and very welcoming, very understanding. Kyrie is an incredible player. He's one of the top players in the league. And there was some mention about what would happen if Kyrie changed his name.
No. There wasn't any mention of that. This was our conversation. We're
But I also-
talking.
No, I also saw it on Twitter too, though.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, because I think
Okay.
I think they were calling him Kyrie X, right? And there was a
He
bunch
needs
of,
to just change his name to Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. That's the name he needs to go with. And he also admitted to, he's observing Ramadan right now, so fasting and practicing and playing, and I think that's the reason why he sat out a couple of games or something like that, right?
probably to adjust. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To adjust because if a game starts at 7, the sun's not down at 7. I don't
Nah,
care where
it's
you
not
are.
down at
so
7. Yeah.
he's not eating. Obviously from the morning time until
Yeah.
post game, and he has not had a fall off of any sort during Ramadan. He's actually
Yeah.
been playing better than he has been recently, and he's been playing great all year. He stepped it up during Ramadan, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Shout out to his faith and his belief in his abilities. You know what I'm saying? So
in 2021, what happens if Kyrie Irving decides to change his name to a Muslim name? What do you think is going to happen?
You'll be
All
weird.
his sponsors, all this shit that's happening, the money he's bringing in.
they would
like-
love it. They would love
I
it.
think that we.
You
I
think so?
Absolutely.
You
I
think
think Nike's
Nike
fucking
is
with-
going to be okay
Yeah.
with him changing his name?
I think
Yeah.
if you're a capitalist and if you look at it, it's an untapped
100% they're going
group
to love
of
it.
people.
No,
they
they're
love
not.
it. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Who's buying Kyrie Irvings?
You?
Black
No.
people, basketball players.
No. It's white people buying Kyrie
Nah,
Irvings.
dog.
No,
No.
You don't think it's white people buying Kyrie Irving?
I know it's black people buying Kyrie.
Pilgrims are in the alley right now with Kyrie's on.
Not
No,
a
they're
single.
not.
No, they're
No,
not.
they're wearing flip-flops.
No, their kids don't even do it. But you go to any basketball tournament,
Yeah.
all the kids are wearing Kyrie.
All the white kids.
All the black kids.
All the kids.
All
All
the
the
kids,
kids. Yeah,
period.
you're right. All the kids.
All the kids are wearing Kyries. The college basketball teams that are sponsored by Nike,
They're wearing Kyrie.
They're wearing Kyries.
Yeah.
They're not wearing.
Nobody wears
Durant's.
Jordans.
Nobody. No Jordan. No, they look at Kyrie.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, I don't know the number of Muslims worldwide, but I believe that Nike would be able to find an area of the world that has a significant Muslim population and be like, we aren't getting enough money from them, so let's have something special.
I will admit that if Kyrie changes his name, and well, I'm already going to start buying Kyrie's just because he's Muslim. I'm going to support him because of that. But I do not think that Nike or any one of his other quote unquote white sponsors are going to encourage that name change. I just don't.
I think they will.
I don't think it's a selling point for any of them.
I think that he'll be okay.
I mean, I guess it remains to be seen, but
I don't think his shoe sales will go down because he changes his name.
I see
No
them dropping.
way.
I think his shit'll go up.
Nike. I think Nike's
Do
big.
they change the name of the shoe from the Kyrie's? They change that logo,
Yeah, they
the
have
KI
to.
logo?
Yeah, which
They
is
have
dope.
to.
It's like the rebranding. They're gonna make double time off of it.
Again, all you do is change the logo. You don't have to change the shoe per se. You just
But
rework.
you stop calling it the Kyrie's.
I mean, you
Yeah,
call
you
it
call it whatever his
name.
name he chooses to be called from.
He got to go hard. He got to go like Muhammad, like, you know what I'm saying? Something extra Muslim. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something that's
like
scary to...
Abdul.
Yeah, he's got to be...
Khaled. You know what I'm saying? Like
Khaled,
Kyrie.
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 Yeah, he's got to come up with a name that's a little bit scary to the Pilgrims.
Khaled Jamal.
Yeah,
Khaled.
X. And he got to end it with an X.
Oh my God. Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Osama X.
Oh, Saddam X.
Saddam X. Osama Saddam X.
Osama Saddam X.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
They would drop him so quick. That shit
Yeah.
would be incredible.
That will be over.
Oh, yo, you got the new Osamas? What?
Yo, are you kidding me?
Osama, yo, OSX? The
Put a-
Osama X's? Oh,
Put
my
a grenade on the tongue? Forget about it. Yo, a rocket
You're
launcher on
stupid.
the heel tab? What?
You just
Come
put a-
on now.
You got to put a
Oh,
map
shit.
of the United States on the shoebox. You know what I mean?
Put a map
Like,
of Syria on the
oh,
shoe.
my God. Listen, what's the podcast?
Oh, man.
This is all jokes, people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck
But
that.
shout out to Kyrie Osama.
Shout out to
X.
Kyrie X. Yeah.
Kyrie X.
We're fans of his, man.
Yeah, we're fans. And, we just want to,
Did he change his mind on whether or not the earth is flat, or is he still a believer of that?
I don't know nothing about that.
I overheard that. Somebody told me that.
No,
and I don't know if it's true.
He cops to it. It's on YouTube, but he just said that he was in a bad place in life.
Oh, okay.
He's very vulnerable. He's very fragile mentally.
So he might not be Muslim next year.
I
mean-
don't know.
What's your Muslim? You're Muslim, even if you don't practice anymore. Mike Tyson's still Muslim.
So listen. Episode 111, What's the Podcast? This is going to be one of our best subjects that we talk about. I'm so excited. If you did not see Dr. Umar Johnson on The Breakfast Club, you are doing yourself a disservice. My man spit nothing but jewels. He inferred that Envy was a coon. And
You gonna let him talk about your alumni mate like that, school ally, whatever?
no, you're probably friends with Envy. Don't play. You know what
I'm
I'm
not.
saying? Y'all are probably like,
I'm not.
Oh,
My nephew
buddies.
my nephew is over here staying with us for a few days, and he actually went to Hampton. He just graduated recently. A few years
shout out
ago.
to your nephew.
Yeah,
Okay.
shout out to Corey.
All right, yeah, he's an excellent young man. He will
Yeah,
go
yeah,
very
yeah,
far
yeah.
in life.
Excellent
saying?
young man. Yeah.
Yeah. Let him know. That's what's up, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. Let him know. You know what I'm saying? But Dr. Umar Johnson was on The Breakfast Club, and for as much as the memes you see about Dr. Umar Johnson, and shout out to our guy. I don't know if we're allowed to say his name.
Now we can say his name.
You can say his name.
Yeah, Jay Slayer.
Shout
Is that
out
who
to-
you
oh
were
my
about to
God,
talk about?
Jay Slayer. Jay Slayer.
Jay Slayer is like,
Yeah, if you don't follow Jay, actually, we should spell out his name. Jai Slayer.
Yo,
You need to go fucking follow that dude.
first of
man.
all, the best part about Jay Slayer shit is his Instagram is like 25 memes at like 8 in the morning. So your
Yeah.
day is already off to a
Yeah.
great start.
Yeah.
Your day's
He
off to a
starts
great
at like 5 a.m. Because
Right.
when I wake up to go running, they're already in the clip.
Oh yeah.
They're already loaded.
He's got 25.
Yeah.
He does polls. He does all sorts of shit, right?
It's amazing.
So Jay Slayer has learned to just use Dr. Umar memes and like he'll just mix it up with different social media clips.
It's
oh my god,
amazing.
it's fucking amazing.
Oh my god.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
All right. You can tell I'm excited. I don't even cuss. My daughter's not here though, so it's all good.
Yeah,
but
nah, it's all
nevertheless. But yo, so shout out Jay Slayer. But Dr. Umar, basically, you know, if you are on Twitter, there's a Twitter account called No Context Dr. Umar, which takes some of his funniest clips and just makes it everything. It's the funniest shit ever, right?
Yeah.
But Dr. Umar was on Breakfast Club. He was talking some real shit.
You know what? As the jokes are jokes, but when it comes to the knowledge, dude is sharp.
Sharp.
Yeah.
You can't take that away from him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
peace to the God for sure.
Yeah, peace to the God. And,
So
he's also West African. I just found that out. He's
Yeah.
Nigerian. His
Okay.
last name is a Nigerian last name.
So he just basically, you know what I'm saying, covered a lot of subjects. He spoke about something that I do feel was appropriate. He spoke about transgender laws and stop Asian hate laws. And his
Okay.
thing was, Biden sat here and told black people, if you don't vote for me, you're basically not black, so you need to vote for me. But he would say, what have you done for black people?
Fair question.
It's a fair question. He signed a law for the Asian community, stop Asian hate.
And that needs to be stopped, of course.
Of
Stop
course.
Asian hate.
He signed a law for the transgender on his first day in office.
That needs to be stopped as well. Stop
cool.
transgender hate. Yep.
Where is the George Floyd Policing Act? Where is the
That
Voting
needs to
Rights,
happen immediately.
Voting Rights Act? Right.
Yep.
And these are legitimate questions that Umar
Yeah.
had. That a lot of stuff that Umar spoke about, Charlemagne agreed with.
Okay.
And Envy was a bit hesitant because he's a buster, but for the most part, you couldn't refute a lot of the things that Dr. Umar
Omar
was saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he spoke from a place and like he knew when to get turned up. He knew when to turn it down too though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One of the funnier bits is Charlemagne says, "Are you totally against interracial marriage or interracial dating?" He says, "I am totally against interracial marriage, dating, etc., etc." Goes on to lay out his reasons. Now, we have a source within the Whats'a podcast camp that said that Dr. Umar might be married to a white woman. We never know about that. We're not putting that out. We're not verifying that.
Jay
We're just
Slayer, you
saying.
got to let us know. Jay Slayer knows the answer to this. Is Omar married to a pilgrim? We got to know.
We're gonna clip this part of the show and text it directly to Jay Slayer, so we'll have an answer for y'all.
Listen, I
Friday.
won't be surprised. I'm gonna let you all know something. My African American studies professor in college, shout out to Ackland Lynch, Professor Ackland Lynch, well known, documented civil rights activist and professor at University of Maryland, Baltimore County. Listen, he would come in there and talk that talk like every day, like, you know, like not hate, but the truth of you know, the fight against what white people have done, the nastiness that they've done. Not all white people, of course, but you know, the ones. And you know, he would say a lot of things that were problematic. Come to find out, he was married to a white woman. So listen,
That's
it
some
happens.
that's some complex
I-
shit.
yeah.
There was a senator, I believe his name is Strom Thurmond, who spent his whole life railing against black people, hated black people, would not vote for civil rights, nothing. South Carolina, I believe.
his wife was black.
His daughter was black, and they
That
said
he claimed her. He claimed his daughter.
He didn't claim her till like the end of his life.
Hold on, how is his daughter black? His daughter was black from
He
like
slept with a black woman.
a previous.
I'm not sure if it was. I don't believe it was a marriage. I believe it was
yeah,
a
he just
whatever
had
type situation.
baby
Yeah.
moms.
Okay.
So in public, he didn't claim her at all. But in private, they said he treated her like a queen. Like incredibly. You know what I'm saying? And so we've seen people who
That's
do
fucking
this.
weird.
We've also
Mitch
seen,
McConnell's wife is Asian.
yeah, but we've also seen like senators who like hate gay people all day and then end up having an affair with a man. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they get
yeah.
caught in their office.
there's tons of documented.
That's happened a
cases.
lot of times. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They actually say whenever the Republicans have a convention, like the gay sex, like the gay sex prostitute dudes, like cake up. They go crazy. They make all the money in the world because all these people who are railing against them in public have a completely different opinion of them when they're away from their wives or husband or whoever they may be.
Yeah,
Family.
they get
So-
busy.
Right. So, you know, I don't know if Umar is married to a white woman, whatever the case may be. Do your thing.
Yeah.
But the interview is very good. I suggest
I need
everybody
to watch that.
I suggest everybody take the opportunity. It's about an hour and 15 minutes long.
That's easy.
Yeah, it's easy watch. There's another interview with these dudes, Earn Your Leisure, who have a really popular podcast. Some dudes who are our
More
age.
popular than ours?
Nah.
And but
You know.
there's is in
Okay.
the realm of financial literacy.
All
and
right.
how people from our backgrounds can really rise to the top when it comes to being not only like financially literate, but like how can you be successful?
Okay.
And so they did one with this dude named Mike Rashid. Mike Rashid is like a fitness dude who's he made like $10 million during the pandemic.
Damn.
So they have a real. I mean, it's just game. It's just free game all day. You know what I mean? So the podcast sphere is good. Obviously, we're on top. You know what I'm saying? No, let's not try to give too many
Don't
other
get
niggas
it
props.
twisted.
But yeah, for sure, don't get it twisted. But if you have some time after you listen to this, listen to those two podcasts. You'll find some gems. And also make sure you follow Jay Slayer.
Yeah.
Episode 111. What's the podcast? I
Yep.
believe. Go ahead.
No, real quick. I just remembered we were talking about Kyrie and fasting. I wanted to say one thing that I thought that was really dope in England in the English Premier League. There's a team. I think it might be Crystal Palace. A player on Crystal Palace. It was playing a game, and in the middle of the game, it was time to break fast, and they stopped the game so he could break fast.
That's
When
dope.
the sun went
Dope.
down and then continued the game. I thought that was tight.
Very dope.
It just came to my mind right when just now, and I was like, "Yo, we should talk about that."
I saw a clip of
NBA is not doing that.
No, I mean, but you know, NBA you can sub in and out like
Yeah.
really easily. There's unlimited subs, right? You can go in and out as many times as you want.
Yeah.
Soccer,
Yeah.
you have a limited amount of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A player can step off the field though. So, and I
Yeah.
think actually that's what happened. They kicked the ball out of bounds and they let him jump off the field and break
Grab
his
some food
fast,
real
and
quick.
then came back on in about a minute or something like that. So
I saw a clip of a women's soccer match, and the woman was Muslim, and it's called her hijab.
yes,
So I believe that it got entangled, and I
Yes.
believe it kind of came
it
loose.
came off. Yeah,
She goes to the ground,
yeah.
and the other players surrounded her
Surrounded her. Yeah,
and just let her. I guess what is she's fixing it, right? She's
yeah,
adjust
yeah.
her-
She
adjust
fixed her.
herself.
She was adjusting the hijab.
It was one of the illest moments,
beautiful
of
moment.
sportsmanship
Yes,
that you've
yes,
ever seen,
yes,
and
yes,
it was.
yes.
Both
It was
both
interesting.
teams.
Both teams, it was interesting because she was a woman of color, and I don't believe the other team was. Like, I don't. If you go-
I don't know. I don't know.
If you look at the clip, I was like, to me, just the alertness and the awareness to
Yep.
look at your competition as actually human in the middle of,
A fight.
hot contested match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, and the girls were running like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were.
yeah.
They made sure she could not be seen.
Yeah.
It was very dope, very human.
It was
moment.
beautiful,
Yeah, it was
beautiful,
awesome.
beautiful. Yeah.
So, what's the podcast? Episode 111. I know last week we spoke about. The How to Make It in America sort of promo ad slash, whatever it was, commercial
Yeah.
that came out for this crew called Hidden.ny. And
Yep.
so Hidden.ny is this British dude who's pretty anonymous, who's made a killing selling socks, right? His socks basically have a circle with an H in them. They're about
Well, the account really took off, right?
there's 3 accounts now, but the account took off.
Okay.
And so now there's a membership platform
Yep.
where you can pay 3 different tiers to if you want to secure yourself these socks. Right, they sell.
You
hoodies,
get first
t-shirts,
dips at like
first
all
dibs.
merch.
Yeah,
and
depending
shit like
on
that.
I think depending on the
All
level
drops.
that you pay, right? Because
Yeah.
there's socks, hoodies, shorts, t-shirts, the whole fucking nine, accessories, the whole nine. Super busy Instagram account, but so for the promo, they dropped the how to make it in America,
Yeah.
where they had the dudes. It's actually on our Instagram story now if you want to check it. Really well done promo. It was actually directed by this kid, New York Nico, who New York Nico has just been somebody who I think took his love of New York to Instagram and has showcased it in a way that he's helped save businesses. He's helped put money in pockets of businesses. He's helped put money in pockets of people who, I mean, he's put on for New York. I've never seen anybody put on for the way this kid does. And so now he's starting to see some income. He directed this ad, and he's got a bunch of other things going on. He did a program with New York City where when the trains were closing, the voice you would hear would be like a rapper. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
think he
saying?
did
Like,
something with Cam, Killer Cam, and actually
That's fire.
Jada Kiss as well.
So New York Nico directed the ad, and then the ad has the guys from How to Make It in America, and it went viral in 2 seconds, as
Yes.
it should.
It was well done.
It was well
and
done.
it just made sense because I think Hidden NY is about to drop some denim, and if you remember How to Make It in America, that was their whole shit. They
Like
had
a
that
denim
crisp denim. I mean, they did the tees and shit like that, but that crisp denim was what they were striving to make. You remember
Yeah.
that? So it just made sense. What's that kid's name, man? Brian Greenberg, I think is his name.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the Spanish cat's name, but I mean they played their role, man. The Spanish dude was himself as he was on the show. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fast talking, negotiating without even knowing anything. Like, you know, they really played themselves very well in that promo video, man. I thought it was very well done. So
Victor Rasuk.
I haven't seen him in anything really since that show.
Yeah, no. I guess he's still an actor, but I
Okay.
mean, it just seems like maybe he's gone a different route. And
Okay.
Greenberg, I think, is just like a rich dude. 'Cause he
I
hasn't
saw
done
him in
nothing.
a movie actually recently on Netflix. He was working in China or something like that, and ended up falling in love with a Chinese girl visiting from America or something like that. And it was a good movie. It was one of those like romantic comedy-ish kind of movies.
Yeah.
But it was good. I like that dude. Brian Greenberg, I think is his name. So
Yeah, Brian Greenberg. Yeah, he's
shout out to him.
shout out
And
to
Victor.
him.
Yeah.
Hidden
And Hidden.
Their whole situation is
Yeah.
popping. Hidden is selling socks at an incredible rate. And
Did you take a look at the denim? You saw it was like really like 2006 like salvage denim type of vibe.
Like super stiff.
I saw it.
Yeah. Are you wearing salvage denim in 2021?
I would if this was October.
Right.
I'm
It's not a summertime thing.
No, right? Not
Yeah,
going into
your
May.
legs
And
are
also,
going to be sweating.
with the amount of detail that they've included in the promo,
Yeah.
that also means the price is going to be substantial.
That I was just about to ask that. Are you in 2021 dropping $300 for a pair of jeans?
I would, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you would?
Yeah, we talk about John Elliott all the time.
I don't own any John Elliott. Excuse
John
me.
Elliott's are like $400 fucking dollars, right? Best
Right.
jeans out there. So if I was in the market, my whole thing with tomorrow with the hidden stuff is, what's the flip gonna be? I would
Yeah.
buy if there's gonna be a flip.
Oh, the hidden jeans.
Oh,
would be a flip.
you'd buy it for the flip.
For the flip, yeah.
You wouldn't wear it.
No, because we're going into summer. Now those hidden shorts they're about to put out, I'm gonna look at those. But if they're trying to charge $125 for some fucking shorts, then no.
Eddie, what about you? Are you dropping $350, $400 for a
I've been
single
known-
clothing item?
I've been known to drop a couple $100 on jeans.
Well, yeah.
I got a few pair of John Elliott's, like Jerome says.
Y'all motherfuckers are rich, man.
Bro, I'm
Who
just
wears
trying
my
to tell-
size?
I don't
Who wears
have
my
I don't
size?
have no kids, yo.
Yeah,
What size you wear?
34.
I got a couple of those.
I'll be
Hidden
34.
Hidden NY. Come on, sponsor the show. Stop playing.
I'll be a size 34 next week, so it's all good.
He said next week.
Yeah, y'all niggas laugh too much.
Nah,
Anyway,
yo, do you?
Nah, I love
you know what I'm
it.
saying?
I
Yo,
love
I
it.
hope you're 32
You
next
and
week.
Silent Tom. Silent Tom's
Yeah.
on the Peloton right now as we're recording.
Yeah, we're gonna get a clip of him as soon as this shit's over. Yo.
Yeah.
But so we'll see with the hidden stuff though, man. But I know
Yeah.
I know the socks they're destroying. They did a BBC Billionaire Boys Club collab. They've got some Wallaby Clarks out there.
Really?
They've
Okay.
got a dunk that they've sort of meshed up.
Oh yeah, that was a like a what do you call those things? It was something that they kind of mocked up, hoping it becomes a reality. I didn't love it.
dream.
I felt like it was a little bit lazy. I'll be honest.
All I'm saying is that they're definitely, and they've created an aesthetic too. The green
Yeah.
is their
It-
is their color.
It's become a
Right.
clothing line, really.
Yeah, it is
now
a clothing
it's,
line, yeah.
now it's like a full-fledged like clothing line.
I'm waiting for, the. I mean, all these independent, and I said this to somebody yesterday. I've probably spent more money on independent homie clothing brands than I have on the big dogs.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, the big dogs, like we said, John Elliott. You want to get your jeans from them, et cetera, et cetera. But a lot of our friends and a lot of our peers are making really good clothes, and
Yes.
you want to support them more than you want to support the big dogs because
Yeah.
what's the point of buying, some overpriced Supreme socks when I can buy socks from Christian, right?
Yeah.
Christian's our homeboy.
Of course.
Or what's the point of me battling some 14-year-old kid to get a Supreme chain when I can just go support Mikey Swag?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like and there's so many different circumstances and situations like that like, I've got shirts from everybody, like all the homies, you know what I mean?
Me too.
It's
Shout out
always
to all the
been
homies making stuff.
it's always been kind of important to me to do my best to not really be dressed like somebody else either. So, buying shit that, that's independent and from a smaller brand also helps you become like sort of like an individual on the streets. Like
For sure.
there's not going to be a lot of people wearing the same shit that you have on. Whereas if you buy like a Supreme shirt, there's going to be a 14-year-old out there with the same shit, and then you just look stupid because you're
Maybe
an
a
old
couple
man.
of them, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm all for supporting smaller brands and especially your friends. Like, So, I don't own anything from Hidden. Is this kid? Is he a Pilgrim? You said he's British.
Yeah, he's British. Yeah, he's a Pilgrim.
Like a
Yeah, he's British.
white British.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he acknowledged that himself because there were some questions. People were trying to figure out who he was. And, you know what I'm saying? So, but again, shout out to him. He does his thing. There's a lot of other people who do their thing, and we're supporters of small brands. If you have a small brand, leave your brand in the comments. Shoot us a DM. We can get you. We can send you an address if you want to send us some clothes that are like, official. We'll wear them on the podcast. We'll wear them in the streets. We got some. DC's about to reopen, so we got some streets activities lined up. And you know what I'm saying? If we represent your stuff, it's out of here, kid. You feel me?
Yeah,
So,
you know what I'm saying? And
speaking of-
shout out to Chris and his socks, man. The name of his brand is it's kind of French, actually. Maybe I shouldn't even say it.
It's kind of French.
Objet Trouvé Studio. Check him out. He's
It's
got
fire.
dope tees and socks.
Yeah, shout out to Christian, man. I want to see him do
Yeah.
well. That's the homie, man. He's you know who got
And
some
a dope
fire?
photographer. Who?
Ugly ass Mike. Ugly ass Mike.
Oh, shout out to Ugly Ass Mike, man.
But Christian did the new designs for Ugly ass Mike. Oh, yo.
What's the name of Ugly Ass Mike's brand? Let's look
Douglas.
that up. Douglas.
Douglas is Mike's middle name.
Okay.
And the name of the brand is, I'm trying to give their Instagram, Douglas the Callow Kid. That's the Instagram account. Check it out. He's got some dope crew necks and tees on the way and all that. So
Yeah, I saw the new tees, and the new tees
Yeah.
are fire.
yeah, shout out to
Fire.
Ugly Ass Mike, man.
Shout out to Ugly ass
No
Mike
doubt.
for sure. And really shout out to Mike because Mike's like 20 or 21. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like,
20. He's 20.
He's
Yeah.
a little bro.
Yeah, he's trying to do his thing, man.
Nah,
Shout out
he's
to
doing
Mike.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So episode 111 was a podcast. Speaking of Hidden, if you look at Hidden has one of their most recent posts is a picture of 3 pairs of Yeezys, right? And the Yeezys, I believe, belong to my man PJ Tucker. PJ is a good friend of mine. I've known him for a while through my brother. And basically, these are all samples. There's a purple pair. There's a blue
Yeah.
/ purple pair, and there's another blue pair.
Those
Yeah.
are whose are those?
They're all his.
They're all PJs.
Those are all PJs.
Yeah.
Wow.
This shit is crazy. If that's your thing. But it's safe to say that the craziest, and I've seen it, and I've even seen people who I'm like, this shit, I don't know, guys, we got to step our game up. But those Manier 3s came out. They hit the streets.
Today.
I've seen multiple people with them that we all know.
Yeah. And we got dogged out.
I don't know if we're the busters or if they're the busters.
I think we might be the busters, to be honest. Like, I hate to say that, especially of us, like, playing ourselves like that, but we're not heavy in the streets, man. I think in the Manier streets.
When I seen the people that got them, I was disgusted.
It's the thing.
Oh my God. Who got him?
Hold on. What did
We
they
ain't
do?
gonna do that, but I'll tell you after.
Hold on. What did they do? What did they have to do to get them though? See, I can't do that.
Nobody's gonna tell you that. They're just gonna post the photos.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Somebody that I saw post them who's from here, and I don't think we're talking about the same person, Rome. But it looked like he got blessed. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it just made me think, like, yo, we're not out here. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they not out here. That's what it is. Our Manier people, they not out here.
Yeah, they don't
Who
know
the
what
fuck are
time it
they?
is.
I don't see them in the streets.
Yo, real quick, I just got the text from our guy, our New York correspondent. Shout out to Lex. Lex said he's just checking in, seeing what's good. You know what I mean? So I told him. I
talked to Lex today.
Yeah, I told him to listen at the 51-minute mark, so he'll hear his name. But yo, back to the real. Yo, I saw three individuals with these Manier 3s, and I was like, "What in the fuck is going on?"
Maybe they're fakes.
Nah,
That's
niggas
hate. That's hate. That's hate. That's hate. I'm hating.
Niggas
My
had
bad.
official boxing presentation, iPhone 14 Pro, all sorts of angles and
They
shit.
posted the shit in 5K.
They pulled the back tab back so you can
Yeah.
see, you know what I mean? All
James
that.
Whitner's signature and shit.
Yeah, I'm
Oh man.
I'm just over here looking like wearing some SBs from 07.
God
What the
damn.
fuck, man?
That's
Shout out
okay.
to my nephew Jungle, Clark Kent's son. He hit on a pair today on the website. Yeah.
Dog.
They're beautiful shoes. My wife even was like, "Hey, what are these women's shoes coming out? I want a pair." And I was like, "What the fuck you
"Dude,
asking me for?"
That's the only pair of
I
shoes
don't even have a
I
fucking
cannot
pair.
get you. That's the only pair
Yeah.
I can't get you.
Listen, James Whitner, you got to get tapped into the city, man. I'll be honest. And you need to come on the show. Let's chop it up. Let's become friends. Like it's that simple.
Yeah.
I put an Air Force One display in your store, son. You know what I'm saying?
In other disappointing sneaker news, and
What happened?
mind you, people, I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm bigger than, I'm better than this, trying to buy a house, et cetera, right? Nike trying to atone for their sins, acknowledging they fucked up, did a wide scale raffle on all the dunks.
Lows and highs.
Yeah, all the dunks, lows and
Yeah.
highs yesterday,
Yep.
right? 11:30 East Coast time.
Damn.
No, 11 a.m. East Coast time.
Was it AM? Was it AM
Yeah.
or was it okay?
11 a.m. because 11. It
Either-
was 11 to 11:10. The raffle was open or something like that.
Either way, I wasn't able to enter for any of the highs. By the time I got in, the highs
Yeah.
had all closed.
Yeah.
But I was able to get in for all the lows,
Did you hit
and
on
I
anything?
still
hit?
went 0 for fucking 8.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit on anything.
I won a
Disgusting.
pair, guys. I won the blue and black pair. What are those called? Are those the cobalt blue or
Cobalt?
something
Yeah.
like that?
Those are good though.
Those are good. Those are
Yeah.
good.
My brother
Yeah,
got those though.
I've
Those
been
are
wearing
good.
those a lot lately.
You know, the pair I actually wanted to hit on was the baby blue and white women's lows.
Yes.
With the
Those
yellow
ones as
yellow
well
Nike on the
as-
tongue.
Yes, and they also have like a almost like a Georgetown-ish color, like a gray and navy blue, also a women's. And
Yep.
the Nike on the tongue on the front is written in orange.
Yep.
Oh man, them shits are fucking crazy. And then of course, like the veneers or whatever it is, the green
They
and
all
purple
came
and
out.
brown, all them shits came out. Those are the pairs I really wanted too, man. Those three. But the blue and black cobalt joints are good money. I'll take it. I'll take it every day, man. So I hit on 1 out of 8. I think everybody else on
struck
the
out,
team
yeah.
took a L.
it was just, you could tell Nike was just trying to atone for their sins. All of a
Yeah.
sudden they dropped 16 pair of shoes
Yeah.
at one. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, when the text came through, I had 5 minutes left to enter
It
every
was already
raffle.
too late. Yeah, it was too late.
Shout out to friend of the show and listener of the podcast, Ravi, who shot me a text. He's in the West Coast in Portland, so it was 8 a.m. his time, and he's like, "Yo, they opened up the raffle. Get on it on sneakers." And I don't know if you all already knew about it, but I texted you guys as well. Maybe you already knew about it before.
I
but
didn't. That's how I got in.
Yeah, I didn't know about it either.
So I was able to get in, and I didn't hit on any of the highs. You know what I don't like about sneakers is once you buy one pair, they don't let you buy another pair.
So
Oh, you can't hit on multiple pairs.
No, you can't.
Nah.
You can't. Yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
happened.
fucked up.
That happened with my brother. He said he had on the blue and blacks already. And he was like, "Yo, they are like it was like X'd out. Like you couldn't."
Yeah, it's X'd out. They don't even
it's
let you enter.
It's like grayed out or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, for sure.
And I had already hit on the Iowa Dunk highs, like when they first dropped on sneakers. So I couldn't
Yeah.
even enter for that. So I went for the Syracuse joints. I didn't hit. But listen, 1 out of 9, I guess. It's not a good average, but it's something. It's something.
terrible. So if you hit again, let us know. If you hit on the sneakers, let us know.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful opportunity.
Are y'all fucking with these Travis Jordan 6s?
So before we talk about the Travis Jordan 6s, I think we should talk about the ad campaign, because I don't know if you guys saw the ad campaign for it.
I saw the. I haven't actually watched it, but I saw it. It's what's my man's name? Rip Hamilton.
Yeah. Yo, super dope.
Yeah.
Super dope. And I'm not a big fan of the gear ever. Like Jordan gear to me is always not tight.
Yeah.
But the gear is actually pretty decent this time. But having Rip Hamilton in the ad is just it's fire. It's like a real nod to real basketball players.
Who did Rip Hamilton play for? Sacramento?
No, he played
He
for
played here.
Detroit.
Oh, he played for the Wizards.
Yeah.
He played for
That's
the I believe he
right.
played for the Sixers, the Wizards, and Detroit. Yeah. So Rip's a legend though. Rip, he was a hooper. He can go. You know what I mean? He can go.
Oh, yeah.
So
He had that funny face mask.
yeah. Well, yeah. I think he broke a bone or two once or twice in his
Yeah.
face.
What is that thing called? A face shield or something like that?
Something.
It's the crazy thing that you wear in your.
I mean, I've seen Kobe had to wear it. Iverson had to wear it. LeBron
but
had
Rip,
to wear it.
Rip keeps it. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
no,
kept it
he
on.
kept it on the whole time.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think he was one elbow away from like not breathing anymore. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
damn.
Like shit was real for him. Yeah. So if you're rocking with the Jordan 6 Travis joints, let us know. You know what I'm saying?
I like them.
We got a early peek at them, if you will. And
They're
it's a
nice. I like
they're
them.
nice. There's also a few other shoes that are pretty nice. I think those Jordan 4s,
Those came out today.
those came out today.
Today's Wednesday while we're recording, so they dropped it earlier today. The
Yeah, for
University
sure.
Blue joints. They look good. They look good.
If 4s are your thing, go for it.
Yeah. I like 4s. 4s is a good shoe, man.
I like 4s.
Yeah, they're in my top 5 Jordans, and they're not number 5 either.
Oh yeah, they're number 5 for me.
They're number 5 for you.
Yeah.
What's number 1 for you? 3s
3s.
for you. I know it's 3s. You stay
Black-
with a pair of 3s.
Black Jordan
cement
3s all
threes.
the time.
Black
Fuck
cement
yeah.
3s.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Best shoe
Jerome
all
got
time.
like 37 pairs of
I
them
have
shits.
multiple pairs of them shits. Yeah,
Yeah.
every fall break out a fresh
I need to get a new pair of those.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Every fall
Yeah.
you just got to break out a new pair.
Yeah.
Black Jordan 3s are number 1. I'd probably say black and red 1s are number 2.
Okay.
Or maybe black and blue. Maybe black and
Black
blue.
Royals.
Yeah, because you see too many people wearing the black and reds. You're like, they don't look good. They look like boats, right? For me, I love the turquoise, the black
Eights?
turquoise 8s.
Aqua
Eights.
Aqua 8s. Yeah, I
Yes.
love
Okay.
those.
Yes.
I need to wear those.
Yeah. And honestly, there's a pair.
Can you still wear those
Who, me?
without them falling apart?
I got the new pair too.
Oh, okay. They have a
So
new pair.
what I
that
said? I
can-
said 3,
You said
1.
black cement 3s. You said black and blue, royal blue 1s, and you said
Aqua 8s.
Aqua 8s.
Oh, you know what? And I'll honestly, I'll take the black 5s.
Black
Yes,
5s reflector.
Black 5.
Yeah.
Fire. Okay, that's 4.
And then the black
Black
4.
cement 4s.
No infrared 6s.
I mean, it was a toss up between the infrared 6s and the black 5s. Like the number 4 position was the toss up.
You know what? I think for me, it's changed. If you asked me 20 years ago, the infrared 6s might have been on there. Maybe not today.
6s.
I like them though.
6s.
I love them. But
Yeah.
what's your top 5?
I like
Eddie?
1 through 6 skip 2s.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. Skip 2s.
I don't like the 2s.
That might be it for me too, man. I'll be honest. I don't like the 2s either.
I think
1
the
through
2s
six.
I think the 2s get hated on. Like the white 2.
I don't fuck
high
with it.
top.
The white 2 is not the right white 2 though. They used to they came out back.
You
in
talk about the white and red with the red
Italian
piping?
leather. Yeah, with the Italian leather, like a nice ones.
Yeah.
They never retroed those. Like the 2s that came out, they just look too shitty. They just look like I don't know.
And then there was also like but see, I did like when they retroed them into Carmelo color. I wasn't mad
Yes.
at that.
I don't like that.
That was
I
like
didn't like 'em. The
07.
Denver
Baby
colors?
blue, yellow.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't fucking with
I'm
that.
good.
But
I just
you're
don't
right.
like that
That's
shoe, to be
That's
honest.
some Arizona shit.
No, I saw when I was in DC. Chill.
That was some Langley Park shit. They were out
Yeah,
there
that's some
heavy with
Arizona
that.
shit.
The Spanish cats loved the Carmelo
The baby,
too.
the baby blue, yellow, Wheaton Plaza joints.
Shout out to my nah.
Come on, shout out to the MS-13 listeners.
Chill. But if you went to high school in Hyattsville, let us know. Nevertheless, what about you, Abdul? What are your top
I
five?
think I like that 1 through 6 minus the 2s.
Okay.
Yeah, the Chicago ones are my favorite Jordan of all time. I'm gonna probably go with the Black Cement 4s as number 2. I'm gonna do the 5s, the Black 5s as number 3. I'm gonna do the Black Cement 3s as number 4, and then the Infrared 6s as number 5.
I keep my shit in the order they are: 1s, 3s, 4s, 5s.
I'm not
Okay.
mad at that. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I like the 3s, but they're not in my top 3. They're maybe like a number 4, number 5.
Which
But-
ones were the 9s?
The olive 9s. They
Oh,
were
no.
good. They were good. Those were fire.
The
Hold
Carolina 9s. Oh yeah, the Carolina 9s.
Did they come out with Carolina 9s?
Yes, they
Yes.
had white with
Oh.
blue sole, and the Jumpman was black.
Those are horrible.
I
Nah,
had
they're
those-
fire.
Those
I had
are
those in
horrible.
junior high school.
They were
It was
fire when they came out. When they came out, they were fire.
That
Yo,
was-
for
what
real,
was
like
that?
fuck white Jordans, yo.
Nah,
was that like?
I'll
That
take
was like-
fire. I'll take white Jordans.
Fuck white Jordans.
Dog, a fresh pair of those changed your life.
Yeah.
Promise you.
Yeah, you
Nah.
you look.
Promise you.
You gonna get her. You gonna get that phone number.
Clean.
I don't like
Yeah,
any.
you
I don't
getting-
really like any Carolina Jordans.
You getting that IG screen name today?
So, what's the podcast? Let us know what your. that's the new number. Let me get your.
That's the
ID.
new number.
It is.
Yeah.
though.
Yo, what's your snap?
It
Yeah.
is. Well, Snap's
telling
a
you.
wrap now. But
Snap's a wrap?
I am
Okay.
on the verge because I am part of the nightlife crew. I'm deciding on a TikTok. I'm not sure if I want to
Oh,
get a TikTok.
interesting. Are you gonna do some dances?
No, it would be just like DJ videos.
Broadcasting live.
Are you gonna do the ski slope dance? What's that?
No, but that
Young
song is
Thug?
killing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Young. I had to Google today what the song was that they used. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It's
And
Young
it's
Thug, I knew that.
Ski.
Yeah.
No dances, no challenges, but
Okay.
people are caking off TikTok. Like
How?
they post a video and then whenever they get a bunch of followers, they just shoot their links up and they're able to sell their merch or sell their songs or whatever.
It's become also a way to break like songs now. Like
It's
who the fuck
place.
would have cared about that Young Thug song if it wasn't for TikTok? The challenge has the streams going through the fucking roof.
It is
Yeah.
the place. That song, I think it was called "Bust It" from early, like late in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
summer.
yeah.
That broke on TikTok. All that shit is on TikTok now.
That busted. That was the silhouette challenge or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
And the
all
crazy
those.
part about it is, Trump was trying to get TikTok shut down because of how they used it to mobilize against him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy what social media is doing nowadays, and for better or for worse. My biggest thing is just to make sure my daughter does not have a
Stays
TikTok.
off of it.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that is one reason why I don't want to get a TikTok, is because the minute you introduce it to them,
No.
they're gonna want
Well,
it.
she already knows about it, but you can't allow her to have an account.
She knows about it, but
Yeah.
I think it's easier for them to get more accustomed to it when you have it, right?
So
'Cause it's
how old is Bella?
8.
So when do they get a phone or like an iPad or like whatever?
She got an iPad. My kid
There's
has
an
an
iPad
iPad.
now, but
Yeah.
like I didn't buy it. You know what I'm saying?
So does she? I mean, do you like monitor her usage on the
absolutely,
iPad?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But I tell her, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like I'm going through this shit.
going through it, right?
Yeah.
But the thing with the kids now is if they're not on TikTok, well, TikTok's a little bit from with those kids, right? But they're on Minecraft or
Roblox.
Roblox, and I know they're on Roblox because Sophie and Isabella are friends on Roblox.
Yep.
What is
And
Roblox?
Roblox
It's a
is
fucking annoying ass game, bro.
it's like The Sims on crack.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It's next level.
everything you can do on The Sims,
It might be worse than TikTok.
times 100 though. There's
Without like, I don't think you get like the bad habits, but the amount of time that they spend on Roblox is probably more than they would be on it all day if you let them.
if you let them all day,
yeah.
Wow.
all day. I mean,
I'm not
theory,
exaggerating.
In theory,
Wow.
it has it's basically a host for all these other games.
Millions
you
of
can play.
games. Yeah.
So there's all these games you can play, and you can do like, oh, let me build a house, let me do some shit.
Yeah.
Or you could be like, I have like Bella would be like, I have a family in this game, I
Yeah.
have a this in this game. I'm like, yo, turn all that
Yeah,
off.
turn that shit off.
When we, you know what I'm saying? When the
So
time
delete that app right now.
when we go somewhere, leave the iPad here. Just look out the window. I just want you to know how to get
Yeah.
from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Because when they're at school, they're actually like, hey, when you get home, let's play
Yes.
this.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
It gets-
fucking annoying.
It gets very
Fuck you,
Interesting.
Roblox.
I know a lot of parents who feel the same way. Fuck you,
Yeah,
Roblox.
man.
So what we're gonna do right now is get into a point where we say, what is Abdul watching?
Well, hold on. Well, before we get to that, we normally do that as the last thing. You were talking about. You said you heard the J and Nas verse on the Khaled joint.
Oh, the J and Nas song.
Yeah, we gotta get back to that a little bit. Let's touch on that.
that one, because I saw Nas posted it today, and first of all, I didn't know this song was coming. I've seen the previews of Khaled dropping on this Friday. Wait, is that what it's called? Khaled, or it's just
Well-
Khaled?
I thought it was
I think-
Khaled.
Okay, either way, he's dropping an
There's
album.
3 of them, yeah.
And there is 3 of them. It's him and his 2 sons. Okay,
Yeah.
so that makes sense. But Nas posted it. They got a video out for that song coming out. It's called "Sorry Not Sorry" with Jay and Nas in it. I'm excited because so far, only piece of musical work we've seen with the 2 of those heavyweights in it is what, Black Republicans, right?
Yep.
Which was, I like Black Republicans. A lot of people were underwhelmed by that song. But I'm excited to see what you think, Eddie. Who's gonna get who?
I don't know, man. I think Jay, man.
You think Jay got Nas?
I think so.
I thought you were on my side, man.
I
I regret asking you.
I fuck with Nas, but I think Jay. I don't know.
There's gonna be some like he's gonna take a jab at
You
Nas.
think-
He always
I don't-
does.
I don't think so.
Somewhat, there's gonna be like a little bit of a jab.
I don't think.
Rome,
so.
you heard the whole joint
I did not hear the whole joint. I heard a nice, sizable piece of it.
of both verses.
I didn't hear both. I heard like some of Jay. I think I heard more Nas than Jay. It's a familiar song. Like when y'all be like, oh, okay, like they.
Okay, is
You know,
Nas
it's
talking that talk?
it's
What
a
is he
familiar
talking
remake.
about?
It's a familiar remix. Yeah, and I was trying to like really listen, but it takes more than one listen
Yeah,
to
yeah,
actually
yeah.
hear it. But
I kind of am interested to see
Yo,
what do
will
you
you-
what do you
can you
think
send me
the
that link?
content. What do you think the content of the song is going to be? What's Jay talking about it? What's Nas talking about it? Like
I mean,
almost
when you-
50
when y'all-
years old.
when you hear the beat, you'll get the subject matter right off top. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm hoping to hear some drug dealer shit, but
I
I have
hope
a
so.
feeling I might not get that.
No.
No.
Some
I mean, there's
killer
always,
shit.
There's always
Jay-Z-
They got on
Jay-Z
tuxedos in the video.
Jay-Z
so-
got dreads now. He ain't talking about no drug dealers.
Yeah,
He
of
wants
course
to-
he can. He can. He
wants-
can be talking about like
He can,
yo,
but he
I'm
doesn't. He
sorry,
doesn't.
not sorry. Like
he wants to be Basquiat,
selling crack
right?
and all that. Like
Yeah, he
yo.
doesn't talk about that anymore.
Nah, but I'm sorry I did it.
But nobody takes Jay-Z to like, yo, Jay, when you was selling crack. Like, take us back to that. I don't want to hear shit about Beyonce.
I don't want to hear shit about
you
Beyonce
know.
either. Of course,
want
all
about,
respect to Beyonce.
I want Jay-Z to cut his hair off, get his shape up. And
I kind of like
start
to hear you. Y'all not
talking
fucking with
about
the hair.
drugs again. Nah.
Go back.
I do want to hear about drugs.
Listen,
that I do.
Then that, like, the reason, see, you got to put Jay-Z in that environment. Let's go back to Newport News. Let's go back to Eastern Shore.
Yeah.
Right? Let's do that.
Heading to
shit.
Maryland,
Yeah.
to Maryland in the caravan. Let's go.
We can't have a fucking drug dealer interview in Malibu, my nigga. Like, no, like Rick
Facts.
Rubin's right down the street.
Yeah.
With no shoes in his whole house. Ain't no shoes in Rick Rubin's whole house. He's barefoot. Everybody gotta be barefoot.
Right.
But if we go to Newport News, if we go to Eastern Shore,
Yeah.
let you smell that shit again. Get
Listen,
hungry.
Like,
Yeah.
he needs to
You know
come
what I'm
out. He
saying?
needs to put them S. Carters back on.
He needs to be on some white on whites.
Yeah.
Or some Timbs.
With a-
Some Timbs.
Yeah.
With a haircut. I need
And a
Jay hasn't worn Tim's in like
all his
9
gold
years.
chains. I need
I'll
all
be
his
honest.
gold chains.
When's the last time we saw Jay with Tim's on? We
Nigga
saw
doesn't-
Nas in Army fatigues, looking like Smith
Nah,
and Wesson.
Jay probably got
just on Saturday.
I would have.
At the
I'm not gonna
Barclays.
front. I would have liked to see Jay at Barclays.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see Jay at Barclays. I really felt like their relationship started off fantastic. We didn't get to see Murder Inc. with the three of them as the group.
That was
I thought
called
that-
the Commission.
No, the commission was big. The commission was big. Uncle Paulie,
Oh, right.
P. Diddy.
They
They were called Murder
Inc.
Inc. They literally were going to be called Murder Inc.
Yep.
It was
Um,
DMX, Ja Rule, and Jay.
Yeah, but
They were
were
called
gonna-
Murder Inc.?
The group was
Okay.
going to be called Murder Inc.
Okay.
Obviously, we know about the record label.
All right.
And so, but we heard songs, Time to Build, Murder Graham, all
Yeah.
that shit. Money, Cash, Hoes. We knew that it was there. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't get to see it materialize, but I still felt like, and even though they had beef, one of my favorite parts is in that that DMX song, What's My Name?
Mm-hmm.
And like in the video, it's like DMX is rapping, it's mad people behind, and he's like, and these niggas don't have figures as big as Jigga, and Jay-Z just comes out of nowhere and has like a 5-second cameo. And I'm like, duh, it's tight, So I'm
Yeah.
like, Jay, why would you not have caught the same flight that Nas caught and been
Yeah.
at the bar? It's the Barclays.
Yeah, take your jet. You got a private jet.
So I'm saying it's the Barclays, Jay. You
Yeah.
could have
Yeah.
showed up.
And it's
And
in
right
Brooklyn.
there.
How you not represent
That's
for
what I'm
Brooklyn?
saying.
Just live across the street.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I really was looking for and hoping that Jay was going to be at the Barclays.
You know what though? When Jay was president of Def Jam, I think X owed a lot of money on his
12
on his
million.
deal, something
Yeah, but
like
that's
that,
not-
and
that's shit-
he
that's
forgave
business,
the
not
whole
per-
thing though.
That's not business. That's personal, man. He should have been.
I mean,
there.
that was business. That was
Oh, Jay squashed that whole debt.
yeah. He
That's dope.
he forgave the whole debt,
That's dope.
which is a really big thing to do because
Hell
you
yeah.
know.
$12 million debt. Shit.
It was a big debt. I don't remember the number, but Jerome said it was 12 million. So, but yeah, he forgave the whole shit as president of Def
That's
Jam.
beautiful.
But that's 15 years ago. We talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
y'all,
yeah, yeah.
y'all
it's
are
also
both,
not Jay-Z's money either.
but y'all are both
That's
50,
true.
Y'all
You know
are
what I'm
both
saying?
y'all
Yeah.
are both 50 plus now. You've
Yeah.
multiple children. You've lived to see 50, which is a black man is a tremendous feat.
Mhm.
Whether it's through the hands of the police or through your own misgivings about going to the doctor and shit like that.
Mhm.
And so if you pass, get on the fucking plane.
Yeah.
Niggas will run to your doorstep when you're the hottest artist out. But when it
Yeah.
comes down to you passing away, I just was disappointed in a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I respect Swizz for getting up there and being like, yo, a lot of these people are not your friends. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Swizz had a very, very, and we'll put that in the Instagram story. He had a very, direct, poignant message. These people are not
Yeah.
your friends. You know what I mean? And we saw DMX struggle. He had 5 albums over the course of probably 7 years. And after that 5 albums, he was in a bad place. You know what I'm saying? Whether people want to admit it or not, whether you want to watch his reality show, he was doing a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah.
I
And-
love that reality show, by the way.
Okay,
the one on
but
BET.
yeah,
15
the one
years ago.
he was in Arizona,
in
right?
Arizona
So
with blue Tims on. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
he needed help. He had
Yes.
17 children.
Yeah.
He needed help, and as popular and as as popular as therapy is today, we know a lot of people who are singing the positive praise of therapy, and I'm one of them. I think therapy is great. I don't personally go see a therapist, but I know a lot of people who do, and it works great for them. Somebody get him in therapy.
Yeah.
Let him talk, man. You know he's going to cry. He's angry. He might act out. All that's understood, but just get him there. So, like, because, you know, he ended up, you know, passing in a really messed up way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
nevertheless.
Clearly he needed it.
Khaled is the album. Jay and Nas.
Who do y'all got?
I got Jay.
Y'all know who I'm riding with.
You rocking with Nas
all day.
I mean, I can't.
There's going to be a huge discussion on who has the better verse.
I'll be honest with you. I just feel like Khaled is terrible. His albums are just always. If I had a Khaled budget, oh my God, the album would be a million times better. He always just drops the ball. He always just.
I don't know, man.
His promo game is always so crazy.
He always has like 2 or 3 slaps on there, though.
Yeah.
Like the Rihanna joint with Fat Joe and that shit is a fucking banger. That was what, on his last album?
Yeah.
What was the Rihanna joint?
Or maybe that was just Fat Joe and they remixed some Rihanna shit.
Oh, that wasn't on Khaled's album. That was just some shit they put out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that wasn't on the Khaled album though.
That one was hot though.
He
got some Bougie shit on this one, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Bougie's on there. Capleton's on there.
Yeah.
That's the last song. That's the last song though.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's I think Nas is gonna get him, man. Nas has been sharp.
I don't know. I don't know if
is
they're out to
Jay
get
sharp?
each other. I don't think they're out to get each other.
Everybody, it's not about who's getting who. It's gonna be
I know,
just
but
who's gonna have the better verse.
I don't think either one's gonna take like a little subtle stab at the other. I don't think so.
Nah, forget the stabs, but who's gonna have the better verse?
Is Jay?
Jay.
Is Jay sharp?
AZ and Nas didn't go on each other. Life is a bitch, but AZ, you know, they say he might have had the better verse. And
I think
I'm just saying they weren't going at each other, but like, you know, we got to see who's gonna have the better verse. I'm gonna go with Nas.
Hold on. It's a fact that AZ.
I mean,
had a better verse.
All right. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they weren't going at each other, though.
Yeah, no. Again, we don't know if they were in the studio together. We don't know anything about that. Here's the thing that I'll say. In my belief is that Nas is sharper than Jay. Of course, Nas just had a Grammy-winning album. Yeah.
And he's been continuously putting out projects.
Right, but we don't
over the last like 3 to 4 years.
We don't know what Jay does on a day-to-day basis, right?
Yeah.
He could just wake up and freestyle for an hour while Beyonce makes eggs. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think Jay's killing it.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm interested. We're gonna talk about this next week. We're gonna revisit this again.
When does the album drop?
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's tomorrow. Tomorrow night we'll stay up at midnight and then we'll jump in the group chat and we'll make it happen.
Maybe we'll go live on Twitch and talk about it.
Ooh.
Maybe we could do that. Yeah.
Do like an album listening.
Yeah.
We could run it through StreamYard. It should be relatively easy to do. Album listening, Khaled.
Just that one song though. Just that one song.
Now listen, everybody got to listen to the Jay and Nas, and then be ready for the Twitch. Be ready with your comments.
So
we can also bring you in onto the StreamYard so that you could be on the Twitch live with us. But if you say anything against Nas, I'm kicking you the fuck off. I'm just kidding.
There was this DJ Franzen out of Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
When the Nipsey and Jay song came out, he played it on his stream for 2 hours. It was
the same joint. He just kept on
the same song over and over.
He just
pulling it up,
looped it all the
He
way.
just kept hitting one. So when it was over, he would just hit one, which was started from the beginning. He did that shit for 2 hours.
He didn't cut it up or anything.
He had over 1,000 people watching him do this for 2 hours. His chat was going crazy. I was like, yo, y'all are the weirdest people ever.
Yeah, I'm out. I
was out.
It's something though when somebody does like Flex would do that. Like I remember driving in New York and I would start driving, like leaving my sister-in-law's crib at the time before she was my sister-in-law, or the place I was staying at in Harlem, and I'd be on the West Side Highway stuck in traffic, and I'd get all the way down to Soho and Flex would still be on the same joint, like you know what I'm saying, bringing it back, running it back like continuously.
Yeah.
I mean, Flex's whole MO was built on energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like his energy. If you go on SoundCloud, you can find when he got Otis. It's 45 minutes before he let the whole song play.
Listen, he'll go crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a whole theatric
Yeah,
performance.
he's sweating. Like
Yeah.
he's working out. He's hitting his Apple Watch goal for the day by just not letting the song, letting you get close. Then nah, y'all niggas not ready. Bro, it's
Nah,
been
dropping a
27
few bombs, all that.
It's been 27 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
27 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes
So-
an art, man. It takes an art.
I mean,
guess.
shout out to Flex though. You know what I'm saying? He's unfortunately I came across his Instagram the other day, and he's a lot thinner.
Is
than
he
was
still skinny?
before.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, be careful
He
out
looks
there. with
weird,
that.
huh?
He looks.
He had
weird.
that lipo shit.
Yeah, he had lipo. Live
got-
on Instagram. He had it
Live
on
on
IG
Insta?
Live.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
insane.
That nigga look crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He looked like a whole different person.
What's the podcast? I mean, yeah. What's the podcast? What is Abdul watching?
I started with Godfather of Harlem, man. If you haven't seen
Oh, that
that
shit's
yet,
fire.
season 2 started a couple of weeks ago. It's on Epix. I gave Silent Tom my credentials for Epix. I think he might be caught up as well. I've only watched the first episode so far, and you know what's funny is I was just watching it, and there's a one scene with a shootout with what's my man's name, Forrest Whitaker, and I hear a familiar voice in the background. I'm like, this sounds like fucking Phil Ade. And
Yep.
sure enough,
It was Phil out there.
Phil has a joint on the first episode, and then I looked at the credits afterwards and saw that the music supervisor for the show is Swiss Beats,
Yep.
and the opening song is
It's
like
Swiss
by
Beats.
DMX,
yeah.
DMX
And Swizz.
and Swizz.
Yeah.
So that was dope. I'm gonna try to watch the second episode tonight.
This
So
shit's fire.
Godfather Harlem is dope. Really, really good show. I strongly recommend it. If you've not watched the first season, go watch that shit, man. It's a great show.
Yeah, catch up.
Catch up. Snowfall.
Real
Yeah,
quick.
go ahead.
Also, I've been seeing people who are saying that for as much love as Snowfall is getting, they feel like Godfather of Harlem is actually the better show.
I think so.
What's the podcast listeners? Let us know what you think. Back to Abdul's message.
Let us know, man. I'm gonna. I mean, we're talking about Snowfall has not missed on a season yet, right? We're on 4 seasons, and they've all been bangers. Godfather Harlem just has 1 season, and now they've started the second season with only 2 episodes in. I don't know if it's a fair comparison, only because I need to see a complete track record of Godfather Harlem.
Okay.
Who knows how this season might go? It might end up being some shit. So
I don't think so.
no, I don't think so either. But I'm
you're
saying
right.
there's a chance.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of conversation about people saying that Snowfall is better than The Wire. I'm going to say fuck off to
I'm gonna
each
say
one of those people.
Yeah.
The Wire is
Probably one of the best TV
top
shows
5,
ever.
dog,
Yeah.
ever in the history
So-
of television.
So real quick because that is something that I've seen as well. I feel it's a bigger cultural problem, right? Particularly amongst black people.
Okay.
We cannot just enjoy some shit. We always
You
have
can't just
to
leave shit alone.
we always
You always
have
got to
to-
pit somebody up against another one.
Bro,
yeah.
LeBron versus Kobe versus MJ. Snowfall versus this versus this.
Yeah.
Why? Like, you don't see country singers being like, yo, money, Garth Brooks versus whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus. You don't see them doing that shit. Like,
don't do it.
why do we always have to do that? Like, it's not always a competition. Yes, there's healthy competition if Biggie and Jay-Z are in a booth and they're circling each other. And
Yeah.
We just got
create
done
a great
talking
song.
about Jay against Nas.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but that's a healthy competition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's healthy. But I'm talking about in the greater cultural landscape. Why can you just not enjoy The Wire, then enjoy Snowfall, who the director is not even here?
Rest in
Right.
peace, John Singleton.
Rest in peace, John
Exactly.
Singleton. He's not even, and they were able to continue and make the show continue to be great, and then let Godfather of Harlem be great. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Godfather Harlem is dope, man. It's a
I'm
great
waiting.
show.
I'm waiting for another black show, and I'll get off my rant. I'm waiting for another black show about like black kids from the suburbs who do regular shit and be great. That's all I want to see.
I thought you're writing your. I thought you.
You should do that.
I
You should write that shit.
I am writing. It's taking me a minute, but
That's all right.
because all the trauma shit is cool, the drugs and all that is great. It's cool. It's true stories, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cool. But like,
But
you
let's
know,
get something positive.
yeah, there's
going.
something positive, and also let's just enjoy what we have. Let's enjoy Godfather of Harlem,
Yeah.
Snowfall, The Wire. All right, I'm done.
Yeah. To me, there's no comparison. I think The Wire is an amazing show. Snowfall is good, man. I can't take it away. They just had their season finale last week. I liked it. I think
It's not The Wire.
it's not The Wire, and it wasn't really like the best finale I've seen, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
it tied everything up, but it just kind of happened too fast. I think the episode before that was where a lot of the action really happened. But either way, great season finale. I'm looking forward to the next season. The acting is very good, and I don't know if y'all saw. Actually, it's not important, but yeah, no. So if you haven't watched Snowfall, go check it out. I just started this new show on HBO Max called Mayor of Easttown on HBO Max. I think I just said that, but either way, Mayor of Easttown. It's about a small town in Pennsylvania and a female police officer, and I think she might be a sergeant or something like that, or a homicide detective or a robbery detective or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a small town in Pennsylvania, and some shit happens. She like solves things. Anyway, I'm halfway through the first episode, so I don't have a full grasp of the whole story yet. But from what I saw, it's kind of entertaining, and I think I'm gonna continue watching it. So, yeah, that's what I did over the last week. I was running around, so I didn't get a chance to watch a whole lot of TV. I did go see our friends at the museum. Hung out with Greg and Mo on Saturday. Man, listen, those dudes are doing it big, man.
Oh,
A
they're
lot of
killing
things
it.
coming. Lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, they're
so
killing it.
this year, 2021, you're gonna see the museum. They're gonna do their thing, man. Shout
Yeah,
out
they
to
kill it.
all of them. Yeah.
Shout out to the museum, of course. They're
DC
all great.
staple. They're about to be a household name, so to speak, if they aren't already a household name in the district and beyond. I think
They're also great Instagram follows. If you don't follow them on Instagram,
definitely.
You follow
Yeah.
Muhammad and Greg on Instagram. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
So make sure you follow the whole team. Experience Clayton's.
Yep.
There's a whole crew of people. So are we back? Are we back?
We back.
Yep,
We back.
we're
All
back.
right, we're back. All right, bet. So, no doubt. So episode 111, Pilgrims in the Alley. What's the
Yep.
podcast?
Pilgrims love the alley.
Is it love or in the alley?
Both.
They're in the alley loving.
Yeah. Pilgrims loving in the alley. I don't know. It'll be up there.
Stupid.
It's another fantastic one. We knocked it out the park. Shout out my man, always available, hashtag Sheware Eddie.
Yo, peace.
Shout out to Don't Charge Abdul.
We out here, man.
One time
Subscribe. Watch the YouTube, man.
One
Watch
time
the
for
YouTube.
One time for Peloton Tom, and I am Jerome Baker III, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.